This company is on the front line of Australia's ongoing gas crisis. It sterilises 90% of the medical devices used in surgeries around the country. The firm's gas bill has quadrupled in recent months, which will soon be passed on to consumers.
Your health insurance is going to go up. Governments are going to have to spend more money in the public system for the materials being used.
The General Manager claims gas companies are extorting businesses like this.
You'd only have to try and negotiate a price for your gas now and see what sort of approach you get. It's take it or leave it. You really don't have a choice.
Energy analysts say Sturtec's experience is backed up by a scathing report from the consumer watchdog. It described cartel-like behaviour from the East Coast gas exporters, led by Santos, Origin and Shell.
Because of the deliberate strategy to expose Australian consumers to global prices, Australian households and businesses and industry, particularly manufacturing, are paying literally billions of dollars more.
In May, a cap was imposed to stop gas prices hitting $800 a gigajoule on the East Coast. In July, they rose to almost $60, before plummeting to just over $10 after the watchdog's report. The industry says extra supply came onto the market after maintenance on LNG export facilities.
They've simply flooded the market in the short term, responding to political pressure.
Australian Industry Group says the case for forcing producers to set aside gas at cheaper prices for domestic use is growing.
It's going to need governments, quite frankly, to put their foot on the throat of gas producers to make sure they uphold their end of the bargain. It's worked in Western Australia. There's no reason to think that if push comes to shove, it couldn't work nationally.
Other analysts are calling for a windfall profits tax on gas companies, like the UK has introduced.
It removes the incentive for the LNG producers to export all their excess gas overseas to cash in on high gas prices.
The gas crisis also affects electricity prices. That's because gas-fired plants like this, which step in to smooth the demand for energy when coal plants are down and there's not enough renewables, become much more expensive to run. Those costs are passed on to households and businesses. The peak body for the industry says there's no gas cartel or collusion to fix prices on the East Coast.
No, there's been no behaviour of that kind going on. What we've got is a market that has been under significant pressure. The invasion of the Ukraine and the international geopolitical tensions and disruptions to the energy market.
If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, waddles like a duck, it is a duck. This is a price-fixing cartel. It's illegal and it should be dealt with the full force of the Australian law.
Manufacturers are also calling on the federal government to ensure domestic supply at a fair price.
The Australian community owns the gas in the ground. We licence it out to gas companies to be able to extract it and to deliver it to us, and you would expect that that's going to be done at a fair price.
A price the industry has so far not been willing to commit to.